A spiritual crisis is a sort of situation where you find yourself in a place where you don't have the answers. Maybe we never had the answers, but we thought we did. But when you get to this breaking point of a crisis, you realize that the answers that you used to use no longer work. Maybe they never did. And so you're in this place where you don't know what to do, but you feel something must be done. Like you can't be with yourself where you're at. This breaking point, this wall, this invisible wall we get pushed up against inside, compels us into a crisis state where we know without a doubt something has to change. And oftentimes in the midst of that feeling, we can panic, we can act out. But in the end, there's really nothing we can do but stay with it. So beyond our personality and our concepts of who we think we should be or who we have to be, there is the truth of the presence. Wherever you find yourself, in whatever difficult place you find yourself, panicked place, anxious place, depression, hopelessness, there is something underneath it all. And this is the presence. Tune in to the presence. When you don't know what to do, when you don't know where you are anymore in more ways than one, it's because you're in the midst of a spiritual breakthrough. But oftentimes, this great blessing does not feel like a great blessing. It feels like a terrifying place, a confusing place, a place where you may even feel a sort of paralysis because everything you've ever done no longer works. Our ways of dealing with things, our crutches, things we lean on, they're not the same, they don't work, we don't want them, and yet we don't know what we want because we are in this place of two things mixing and one hasn't overtaken the other yet. And so we're in the in-between. In that bardo is when we must tune into the presence more than ever. The present moment, without the past holding on to us, and without the future compelling us forward with thoughts and worries and hopes and fears, but just the moment and the breath. We can always tune into the present moment. When our life is changing, when our body is changing, when our heart and our mind is changing, because of the surge of spiritual energy and the awakening, we won't be able to do what we used to do. And even when we try, it won't be the same. So there's something we have to depend on that can't be material or external. Not anymore. We have to go deep into the place inside where we can contact the presence. We can get used to being with that truth of who we are through meditation, through breathing, through quiet, and we just tune in to the present moment. And it's not just a moment we're tuning into, it's our true nature we're tuning into. It's who we actually are beyond space and time that we're tuning into. Because on the surface, we're panicking and the waves are all choppy, but underneath it all is the stillness of the foundation of who we actually are. Beyond this personality, beyond the concepts of who we think we should be, what we think we should do, is the truth of the power and the stability of who we actually are. So when we get out of all these things that shake us, make us wobbly, we keep coming back to the present moment. We keep getting out of mental concepts and ideas about what should be, who we should be, what should be happening, what we should have, what we shouldn't have. And we keep coming back to the present and dropping the concepts and tuning in deeper and deeper to the love. And that is the answer when we don't know what to do. And that's even the answer when we do know what to do.